Yo, what's happening, people? My name's Joseph, and welcome to the Graft Kings podcast. Me and three of my good friends, Mason, Merk and Ozzy, have decided to start this podcast, and if you followed me personally over the years, you'll instantly think this podcast is about my friend Mason, who loves grafting women. Well, you're wrong. Despite me giving him this name many years ago, the name Graft Kings represents something different this time around. I can speak on behalf of me and all of my co-hosts when I say we are nowhere near where we want to be in life, and we're far from the perfect role models. However, we're always aspiring for more and grafting to try and reach that next level, to reach our goals and become better people. We will be discussing a variety of subjects when it comes to grafting, whether that's grafting in your career, grafting in your side hustle, grafting in the gym, and of course, grafting women. We're going to get some exciting guests who are experts in the field and talk about how they become the person they are today and the struggles they come up against along the way. We're filming in Kent's hottest nightclub, Moo Moo's, who will be hosting us moving forward. They cover everything from bottomless brunches to dinners, club nights out, and even private hire. So without further ado, let's get into it. We are in the game. Welcome everyone. We are officially here, boys. The Graft Kings podcast materialised. We're finally live. This is it. Yeah, boys. What are you saying? It's actually
quite quick, to be honest.
Yeah, it's come around fast.
Quick, yeah.
That's come around fast.
I can't actually believe we're doing it. It was once a conversation. Me and Mason. When was this? Before Bali, so before September. September 21.
Year,
yeah, September 21. Mason reached out to me. We was always back and forth talking about doing a podcast. Mason come to me and was like, "Bro, I want to do a podcast." I was like, "Now's not the right time. Now's not the right time." I think you even said like doing it in your kitchen at one point.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
I was like, "Nah, bro, listen. If we're gonna do it, we want to do it properly." And then you kept pestering me. You actually saying, "Can you ask Moo Moo's? Ask Moo Moo's, ask Moo Moo's."
Yeah,
Reach out to Kieran. And then I was like, "Bro, it's not the right time to do it now." I'm telling you. At that moment in time, we was partying quite a lot. We had a lot of holidays booked and planned.
Too many distractions.
It's all stemmed from you, basically.
He wanted to do it for ages. And
Thank
then,
you,
so we went to Bali. We come back from Bali, and then I got asked to go on a podcast, the Pearly Things podcast, which was random. I went onto that, and I asked him to come with me. I was like, "Do you want to go and do it?" We went onto it, and we liked the feel for it. I was like, "Actually, we could get used to doing this." We finished filming the podcast. He's like, "Brother, I want to start my own." I was like, "Brother, it's not the right time. Just chill. In the new year," I said, "In the new year, I promise you, we'll focus it." Anyway, so I went to Tulum, had a mad blowout. I've literally just got back 3 weeks ago. And then, out of nowhere, Merk, who bearing in mind, I've only known Merk. This is the craziest thing. We've been friends on Instagram since 2017.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been 2017. I've been friends with Merk. But we've never actually... We met for the first time at Halloween at a rave, didn't we?
Was that the first time?
But we've never met before.
That was the first time I met you as well, then.
Yeah, so the first time I met you is the first time I met Merk.
I thought you guys bumped into each other once or twice before.
No. Well, apparently we was at the same club at the same time years ago, like in same year, 2017 Gallery, weren't we?
Yeah, but we didn't really
Just
know
no
each
recollection,
other.
basically.
No recollection. And then...
Shout out to Gallery back in the day.
Shout out to Gallery, yeah. And then we met at the Halloween thing for the first time. And I actually forgot I hadn't known you, like, since then. Because obviously we've been back and forth on Instagram for so many years.
This is exactly how I met him as well, through socials.
He actually has no friends outside.
We got friendly through Twitter, weren't it? I think I was cussing him for having a vest on or a stringer.
It weren't. We met through beef.
Yeah,
basically.
pretty much. I cussed him out and then we weren't happy with each other, but...
Yeah, and then we found out that we were actually both Turkish. We had a lot in common. Yeah,
which helps. Yeah,
had a common ground.
Yeah, exactly. Mashallah, brother.
So I met Merk, and then we raved it up at Halloween. I think Merk got into a bit of a situation there, didn't you, mate? You got a bit fucked up, mate. So I didn't see him too much for the rest of the night. Anyway, I come back. Like I said, just got back. He messaged me saying, "Yo, what are you saying about this podcast thing?" Like, me and Ozzy are on it. I was like, "Bro, that is the weirdest thing ever." He's like, "Well, what do you mean?" I was like, "My boy Mason, the actual original Graft King, he's been on at me for ages saying about doing a podcast." He goes, "Do you reckon?" He goes, "Do you reckon he'll be on it?" I was like, "Well, as for, let me message him and find out." So I reached out to Mason. I've got these two cool guys. Bear in mind, Mason's never met them, never spoke to them, doesn't know them on social media, nothing. I said, "Mason, I've got these two cool guys, bro. I've known Merk, kind of known Merk since 2017. I met Ozzy.
You briefly.
He was cool as fuck. What you feeling?" He's like, "Fuck it, let's do it." And now we're here.
Yeah, that's it.
He said, "I've reached out to Moo Moo's. I told them the idea, pitched them the idea. They said it's a great fucking idea, and they was kind enough to host us, and that's why we're here right now. And we've got a lot of shit to say.
Yeah, wow,
We've got a lot of shit to say. This podcast, we're what we focus on, lads.
It's gonna be like general, like quite a fair few topics, really, isn't it? It's not just going to be one diverse. Like we want to get interesting people on here that could help inspire young men. As well as that, we want to tell certain experiences maybe we had and just try to help.
Yeah, that's it. We're by no means, I think I already said this in the intro, but we're not by no means experts. We're not role models. We've not made it. We can be. We're trying. The reason why we call it Graft Kings is we're all grafting to get where we want to be. Like none of us are where we want to be in life. No, we're just grafting every day, whether that's in our side hustles, in our careers, in the gym, wherever it may be. We're just trying to become better people. And along the journey, this is just another side mission to our journey.
Yeah, as cliche as it sounds, just like the best version of ourselves, really, isn't it?
That's it. And
we're not role models. Like I said, we're not trying to be role models. The whole point of starting this was not to try and be role models in any way, shape, or form. But there's just a lot of stigma about stuff going on these days, especially towards young men. And there seems to be a lot of hatred towards a man being a man and a boy being, boy being a real guy. And look, if we can come on, create this pod and help one person off the back of it per pod, that help them to get up out of bed and go, do you know what, actually I really want to do something with my life. I'm unhappy in the job I'm in, I'm unhappy with the way that I look, whatever the case may be, that they actually shake a leg and go, yeah, do you know what, I actually want to start grafting, I actually want to start working hard, because you honestly do not get anywhere without hard work. We've tried taking shortcuts in life.
So many shortcuts.
Yeah, so many shortcuts with different things, in different avenues we could have gone down.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work. Yeah, you have got to put the hours in, you've got to put the work in, and we haven't necessarily done all the hours in God's sense, but we've always worked hard. In
whatever we've kind of taken to,
and this is where this has come from. So this is now the next step for us. This is a whole project for us to now start and see where it goes and see where it ends up and see what we can do for people. So this is just another thing that we're now throwing ourselves into, and hopefully we can help some people out along the way.
Absolutely. I think we're gonna touch up on like relatable type of situations, and like whether that's in your personal life or business. So hopefully people can relate to it. That's the whole point of what we're doing.
100%.
Yeah, exactly that. And we're just trying to we're kind of going to focus more on this part, obviously who we are as people. And how difficult it is to be a man in 2023. I don't think it's easy now. There's a lot of pressure on young men, especially. It doesn't help with the social media side of things. Obviously, every time you open up your phone, you've got some millionaire flashing his watch, flashing his car. You've got some women giving out requirements of what they need from a man.
It's changed the game completely, hasn't it?
It has. And everyone has their own standards, which is cool. If you want that from a person, or you want that from your partner, or you want that from whoever it may be, that's all good. But that still does put pressure on young
I think
men.
it's one of the number one reasons why there is a lot of pressure on men, and even women at this point as well. Yeah. Because when I was 18, or let's just say early like teen years, I was a kid still. Like in my head, I was like, I just want to go out, do this, do that. I wasn't even thinking about like growing a business doing that.
I wasn't thinking what I was wearing.
Yeah. Exactly.
I didn't think about what he was wearing. I used to rock around in old Adidas tracksuit, Nike tracksuits. Yeah, do you know what I mean? I used to wear AstroTurfs out.
No. Didn't matter.
Yeah, I remember that.
No, kids, I look at 18, 17-year-olds today, they're better dressed than we are. I know. And that's all come from social media, from an image that they need to portray.
There's a lot of pressure. Must be a lot of pressure on parents nowadays as well.
Mate,
imagine your, 16-year-old son coming in saying, Mum, I want these Jordans, or Mum, I want these Dior's, or Mum, I want this designer top, and the pressure on the parents as well, because obviously the parents are not every parent's got a lot of dough. Do you know what I'm saying? I think the majority of parents ain't got a lot of dough, and they're trying their best to bring their son up when their son's coming in and they're saying,
asking for this. My little brother's exactly like that. I mean, to some sort of respect, he grafts, like he works, like he's young, but he's on the ball. Yeah. But I think that is because of like society telling him he has to do this and that, as well as him obviously wanting to make money, etc., and to buy nice things. But when I was his age, I wasn't thinking like how he was. No. Like he came to me saying, I want to actually buy some Dior trainers. I was like, don't do it. Don't do it, because you're gonna buy it, and then the novelty is gonna wear off.
Yeah, of course.
And then you're just gonna be left there with like some shitty trainers, and it's just gonna go in the bin. I was like, put that to something else. Put it aside. But he went and still brought it anyway. He didn't listen.
Of course he did.
But when you are young, you're arrogant.
Yeah, of course. Money's nothing. Money's nothing when you're that age.
You don't take advice from your elders anyway. Nah. Fuck them. I want to go and get there anyway.
If you're listening, you're a tit, mate. Send it back if you still have the receipt.
You got no responsibilities at that age.
No.
So he's like, money's nothing. Like, if I want to go and spend 250 quid on a pair of Dior trainers, I ain't got to pay bills. Billy has got to pay for his phone. Does he pay for his phone?
Do you know? I think my dad bought him a new one recently because he dropped it in the shitter.
There you go. And do you know what? Fair play to him. If you're that young, you've got that sort of.
My dad was fuming. My dad was livid.
I'd be fuming if I dropped my own phone.
Yeah, exactly.
Mate, mine's been water damage and I've been fuming the last couple of days, honestly.
No, there's nothing worse than damaging your phone, is there?
But that whole social media thing, we're all on social media, right? Everyone uses social media, but Yo said something good the other day, and what you choose to follow on social media, and I've definitely learned this myself, and what you choose to follow on social media has a massive impact on your day and on your life.
100%.
Like, if you're following the wrong pages and following the wrong people, you could be so easily swayed and influenced. I don't care how old you are.
Yeah.
You could be so easily influenced and swayed as to, I should be having this, I should be having this. And I just think guys and girls today at a young age, you just need to be a kid. Enjoy what you're doing. Go out with your friends. Enjoy yourself. Discover who you are. And do not let social media try and tell you who you are. Yeah. You should support this and you should support this. And, no, just have your own opinions. Do your own thing. Stay out of that sort of mix.
In your own lane, yeah. No,
just do your own thing. We didn't have that growing up. We had Bebo.
Yeah. Crazy,
Bebo, Pixo.
Yeah.
MSN, MySpace.
Yeah.
That was the one. I put all my powers into my MSN name. Yeah. Free up big man. My G's. I don't think I talk to them boys anymore anyway. Waste mans. But anyway, that's what it was. We had, mate, we was just the kids. It was nice.
I enjoyed it, yeah.
Do you know what it is? I think personally, I think we've been through an era where we had no internet, no phones, and then seeing how everything has changed. So I feel like we were like the last of our era that's kind of gone through that.
Yeah,
we're like the younger generation. I think they're born into this. You've got 4-year-olds, 8-year-olds with iPads. Yeah, that's that. Like they're literally like scrolling more than us, mate.
Yeah.
Like, and it's just like sometimes they come to my restaurant, right? Little kids sit there, and to shut them up, they'll give them an iPad. I'm like, this kid is captivated, just going like this, and I'm just like, this is mad.
It loads of dopamine fix. Dopamine. The kid's getting conditioned to need that to escape its reality around it. Kids aren't kids.
There was, I didn't see this, but someone was telling me how they saw a kid, right? They've given a kid a book, and the kid's gone like this to an actual book. Instead of reading it, the kid's doing this. So I don't remember who was telling me, but I briefly remember, and I was just like, that's mad. Imagine flicking through a book as if like it's an iPad.
Do you know what I hate not seeing? I hate not seeing.
I know what you're going to
say. If you got to say it.
Seeing kids play out in the streets.
Oh my God. I hate you don't see it. You do not see kids.
Mate, that was they're my best memories.
It's like, we were saying the other day, like, we used to ride our BMXs
everywhere
around Medway. Like, my legs now, if I ride even a mountain bike for 20 minutes, I'm buckled. Yeah, I'm buckled. You don't see kids out playing in the street, playing curbsy, playing man on, playing like falling over and getting dirty and hurting yourself and riding
ginger.
Yeah, not down. Like, people today would look at that as
one,
like, harassment. Do you know what I mean? It's not like you play garden gnomes. You know what I mean? Knock on someone's door and just stand there and just wait for him to react.
Knock and don't leave.
Yeah, that's it.
knock and don't run.
Yeah, that's it.
What program was that from?
I don't know. I'm just learning from the streets.
There was an actual program with someone doing it.
Jackass?
No, not Jackass, man. There was something else. Balls of Steel.
Balls of
Steel.
Yeah. They were the original.
Yeah.
That's them and Jackass.
Touching on Balls of Steel, that just shows you how soft this generation is now. Imagine a show like Balls of Steel on TV now.
Couldn't do it, yeah.
Be cancelled because everyone's too soft. No one could take a joke. That show was brutal, man.
Yeah, it was.
But I thought it was funny as fuck.
No one cared.
No
one
cared.
Why are you knocking on my door?
But you know what?
This is my door.
This is my door.
This is my door.
But do you know why no one cared? Because the world didn't have a voice.
Yeah.
Now everyone's got a fucking voice. Everyone has an opinion. Everyone cares, and now everyone's scared to bother someone or to offend someone.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
I think people need to learn that, right? I think people need to, like, us lot, we've got, like, even for the first time we all met properly, yeah?
Bear in mind, this is the second time we've all met together.
Yeah, wow.
Bear that in mind. Second time.
It actually is, isn't it?
Yeah, how mad's that? Like, the barriers got dropped so fast because. But you've got to have, like, we've all got really thick skin. Our group has got, you've got to have, you are, there's no get up, right?
You can't be in my friendship group unless you've got thick skin, honestly.
Proper thick skin.
Same with ours as well.
Yeah. But we don't mean it. That's what I hate today, is that, like, you can say a joke, take the piss out of someone, or why are you wearing that for? And people say, because he wants to wear it. They go, I know he wants to wear it. I'm not actually making a dig. I think it's funny the way he looks, do you know what I mean? And so you're going to take the piss out of him. And I think today that everyone gets offended by absolutely anything everyone says. It's like, if you don't have, eventually humour will almost be a thing, like, oh, you can't say this, you can't. I'm worried about when it starts going to comedy sketches, stand-up comedians,
Jordan Peterson said,
movies, and when does it stop to the point where you can't crack a joke?
Yeah, I think a lot of comedians are scared to put new content out there because everyone's just getting cancelled left, right, and centre.
Dave Chappelle, he nearly got cancelled.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
trans one. He made a trans joke, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
and Netflix refused to take.
They stood by him. They're paid to Netflix. Like,
we just started, so maybe don't say what the joke is, mate.
Yeah, I can't remember the joke.
I don't remember the joke.
We've literally just started.
People like Ricky Gervais and things like that.
Yeah.
I love Ricky Gervais. He stands up for so many things, but what he mainly advocates is the fact that you can take and make a joke out of absolutely anything. He's like, when I say a joke, I don't mean it with the intent to offend. If you get offended, that's on you. Like, you need to learn to see the light side and bright side. We've all been through shit. We've got family that have had cancer, that have had it. Like, for example, one of our best mates, right? Go for it. One of our best mates, God bless him, right? He's 37 years old. He's got 2 or 3 beautiful kids. He's married, got the life, healthy living, nice lifestyle. And last year, he got diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. Overnight. Doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, doesn't go out partying. The last time
That's mad.
Do you know what I mean? Last time I see him, me, Omar, and that, we went out in London, we got him properly drunk, and then he weren't allowed out of us again after that, the wife said. But he had a great night. Next time we really hear and see from him, he's got stage 4 pancreatic cancer. And, right, look, I'm almost a bullshit head now, right? And the first time I saw Mark...
Glad you said it, Brev.
The first time I see I got out of the car, and he come outside to greet me, and he went, "Oh, fucking hell, mate," and I didn't realise you've got cancer as well, mate. No way. What's this baldy convention? Like, that's the first thing he said to me as a joke, because you have to take things as light-hearted. It's life, he's cracking on with it. And I was
Pinch of
like,
salt, right?
wow, do you know what I mean? Like, that's how you have to treat things, is that you just got to crack on with life. If you mourn about stuff and try and get depressed or get down about it, that will consume you. If you just push on through it, get on through it, make light heart of it, you will come out the other side of it. You go, do you know what? I can get through this. Like, you've got to learn just to be able to make a joke about things.
Yeah. I think between like friends and stuff, it's easier to kind of have this type of like banter, right? Because my friends are so brutal as well. Like, I've got one Israeli mate, obviously on paper I'm Muslim, whatever, and the way we grill each other, mate, like, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna repeat it, but it's not good. It's not looking good, bruv. Like, trust me, it's a madness. But again, between mates, it's fine. But I think when you start putting things on socials, that's where someone's just going to pick at something, and then that's it. And people are just scared to say how they feel.
Do you know what pisses me off? Like what you just said, you're afraid to say stuff on socials. Is this whole thing that I've seen recently of all these new people that have just gone onto Love Island, and then there's absolute scummy people out there that have dug up stuff like videos of them partying or videos of them fighting.
We've had this conversation.
Yeah. And then they're exposing them like they're selling it to the newspaper for 250 quid. You are scum.
Yeah,
you are scum doing stuff like that.
But then I also think the channel are out of order for then adhering to that and then kicking him off the show.
They're soft.
You don't know what that guy done to him out in the street for him to hit him. Like he hit him. So what? Like, things go on. Like, that doesn't make him a bad person.
These shows are soft. Everything's soft nowadays.
Unless there's like a massive like proper criminal conviction or they've done something, then because there's a thin line, right? But I think when it comes to things like this, you're only human, right? End of the day, you're gonna say something that's gonna offend someone, or you're gonna say something that's wrong. But that's just a part of fucking growing up and learning anyway.
Then mean.
But I just
what you've said is wrong.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Like, if someone gets offended by it, you doesn't mean you're wrong because you've said that. Like, just because someone's taken offence, don't then necessarily feel that you have to then be like, oh, do you know what? I'm really sorry. I shouldn't have said that. No, if you said a joke, you said a joke. Like, obviously, if it goes too far, like, certain things you don't cross, right? You don't cross that red line.
Yeah.
But I just think the younger generation need to learn today that, okay, there are, you need to support and accept. There's a lot of different changes in people today. That's fine. Get that. Don't then try and push your agenda on that individual. Yeah, let them make their own decision and have their own opinion on it. That you might not agree, that's cool, but then doesn't mean you have to then have an argument about it.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
I agree. I mean, all these pressures as well as having an effect on people's like mental health.
Yeah, proper.
Like, it's not ideal.
It's mad to think like teenagers and stuff like do you know what the good thing is? Like, there is a lot more awareness now, right? I think through socials, like, people can seek for help, etc. But I think it's now worse than what it was when we were younger. Like, people, there's like 12-year-olds, 15-year-olds, teenagers that actually got mental health problems, and I just think it's mad. Like, I never used to see that when I was younger. I don't know if it was because there was hardly any like awareness around it, but I don't know. When we were young, I didn't see stuff like that.
Maybe there's two sides of the coins on this one, and I think it's a very interesting topic, because what was there? You don't know. It's like the chicken and egg scenario. Like, was there no one talking about it because there was no awareness about it and people didn't understand how they felt like that? Or is it now there's so much conversation about it now, people are labelling... I don't know.
Do you know one thing I actually believe, though? I think there's a thin line between actual mental health problems and just normal day-to-day problems.
Yeah,
and people mix it up a lot. So it could be the most like simplest of things. I don't know, something happened to my car or this or that, or I lost a job, for example. I lost a job. I got sacked, for example. People go, I'm mentally like, I'm fucked now, I'm this and that. But that's just normal day-to-day things that could happen in your life. You're going to occur all of these type of things. It doesn't mean you've got mental health issues, right? Unless obviously we all have that that person that speaks in our head. Like, that
course,
person can be either like, it could be actually like either your best mate or your biggest enemy.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it. So it's just about perspective.
Yeah.
Everything is about perspective. Something's gone on. Why has that happened? Like before, I think I've done it before myself. Like something would happen
when your alloys got scraped. Remember when your mum?
Oh my goodness, my alloys. My mum scratched my alloys. Right, he knows. I was fuming. He woke up at mine after. Was it after
I was scared, man. We was after this rave.
I was fuming,
screaming and shouting. I was like, "What has happened?" I was
like, my alloys. Girl, like I've just bought this car, etc. I was fuming, but then I was just like, you know what? It could be easily fixed. I'm obviously I was fuming, but
it's a bit of metal.
It's human emotion. You are going to be angry. You can't just tell yourself you're not going to be angry. If something happens, you're going to react to it a certain way. But it's just like you said. It's choosing how. I feel like to a point, you can choose how you feel. To a point, I do believe that, and I feel like. If you take a situation and try and... You can't sometimes find the positives of situations, but you can sometimes go, right, what is this teaching me?
Yeah.
What is this situation right now teaching me? And life's not easy. Anyone who tells you life's easy, like my short life that I've had now, I'm nearly 28 years old, 28 next month. My short life, I've realised life isn't easy, but I've chose to accept it isn't easy. And if whatever happens, happens, and I've just got to fucking figure a way through it and get on with it. Because... No one's here to save you. No one is here to save you. No one.
I read a quote once and it stuck with me all my life. I'm pretty sure I've said it to you already, but I now try to live my life by it, right? And it says the only thing that you can control in life is how you respond to life. Yep. So touching on what you said then in terms of control how you feel. Listen, if you want to feel angry, upset, down, we all have those times and moments, right? But don't let that then drag on and drag on.
Consume you.
Yeah, like know the emotion you're feeling. Right, I'm feeling pissed off about this, but take it into the broader perspective of things in terms of, well, actually, how bad is this, my alloys? Yeah, right, it's going to cost me a little bit of money to get fixed, but all right, I'll save up, get it done. There ain't no one that's going to be going, oh, look at his alloys.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that deep.
It's not deep, right?
Definitely someone said
like
it,
99% of the
time.
joking.
They were bad to be fair.
I still ain't got them fixed.
I think I scratched it again, mate. But
when you take it out, like, nothing is that deep, right? We get parking fines. You get this. If that goes wrong, the boiler goes. This guy. You think, oh, why me? Trust me, it is not just you.
Don't ever think why me.
Yeah,
please. That's a loser's victim mentality. Do not think why me. The world is not against you. Life is life. Don't get me wrong. Some people have it easier than others.
Cool, yeah.
And that is the reality of life. Not everyone. It's not a level playing field. It never will be a level playing field.
Cards, are they?
And no one's dealt the same cards. Everyone starts at different points of levels, I suppose, in life. Like you could be. We're quite grateful. We're in a fucking peaceful country. Well, I know we're kind of some kind of war right now, but there's no fucking planes flying above our heads and that.
No.
Clean streets. I know fucking London's a bad place right now, but I mean, like, I feel quite
as a whole.
We're not in a war. We're not in a war-torn country. We're lucky
where we're born.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We're lucky where we're born. That's what
we're very lucky we're born, and that then stems on to the whole social media. What you said then in terms of like perspective of other people, and this leads back to the social media side of things. And I hear people talk about it a lot, which is good because there needs to be more awareness of it. But trust me, what you see on social media is not real.
No.
Like you talking about people have it easier, and you think, oh, they've got that lifestyle.
It's
trust
bollocks.
me, 9 times out of 10, that person is not living that lifestyle.
No.
How that person got on that boat is ways you could not imagine. Yeah, they didn't buy it, they didn't pay to get on it, and they haven't got the money to do it. Right?
Facts.
They are not. That is not their life. Right? They're getting that somehow or other.
Well, no one's posting their failures, really, are they?
Never.
No. I try to be fair with it. I try to be fair with my failures, but again, I don't always want to post my failures because I don't want people to think, oh look, he's crying out for attention. I don't ever come across that guy.
See what I mean? Even you're like second guessing, going, should I put that out there? Where you know,
you're right.
Realistically, you're not doing that because you want that sympathy or empathy. Yeah. You're doing it because that's just what it is. Like, but even you're thinking in your head, if I put this, how is that going to portray? So it's within us as well.
Yeah, I agree.
We're all guilty of it. Back in the day, 100%. Oh my god! Back in the day, I mean, I was a wanker on social media back in the day.
He was.
When Instagram,
was or still are?
Quite, mate.
I'm only joking.
But like, it's true. Like we've all been through that stage where you try and pretend to be something you're not. But look, when you're 16, 17, 18, you're learning yourself. You're trying to put on a bit of a facade. But if we can, like, we didn't have people our age now talking to us when we were 16, 17, 18,
there wasn't these platforms
saying don't do that, like just be yourself, be genuine, be real, like everyone goes through shit, it ain't real. Didn't have that, so we had to learn that ourselves. So again, this is where the pod come from, is that we've seen it, we know a lot of people that live that life, and the holidays and the places that we've been in, the social circles and whatnot, and it's like you might look like a millionaire and they might look like the happy, for example, couples or guys that are doing X, Y and Z and think, oh my god, I want to do that. Trust me, behind the scenes, mate, That's not real.
People don't have a
real.
pot to piss in, mate.
Yeah.
Some of these guys are up to their eyeballs in debt. They're living off credit cards. They have the money you see them flaunting on their trainers, on their watches, on their nights out, on their bottles when they're with birds, whatever you may see. Honestly, statistically, I've been around the block. I'd say 9 times out of 10, it's all a show.
Yeah, of course.
It's not real. It ain't real. Don't get me wrong. You have got these guys out there that are earning that proper bread.
Yeah.
Proper bread, and but they're not. If everyone was earning proper bread, it doesn't work. It doesn't work out.
Don't make sense, does it?
It doesn't make sense. So someone's not earning that money. Do you know what I'm saying?
Of course. Do you know what? I think it used to be like a luxury to actually wear designer clothes.
It was.
Now
Yeah,
it's
man.
accessible to everyone,
Yeah.
right? You got like 12, 15-year-olds that are actually wearing designer clothes. Where before you never like when someone wore something designer, you would think, oh, that person's rich. Now
doing
everyone
alright.
has access to
it's
it.
true.
But I don't even believe half the thing people are wearing are fucking real anyway.
no way.
Do you know
Like-
another problem? Yeah, it's a problem, and I can see it being a good thing as well. It depends on the way you kind of look at it. But again, the only reason you're doing this, what I'm about to say, the only reason you're doing this is from social pressure. Being able to finance your clothes on Klarna and stuff like that. It's not a bad thing. You might want to buy that outfit, but can't wait for payday. But you probably have clothes in your wardrobe. The only reason you don't want to wear them clothes is because you'll care what other people think.
Yeah.
I'm guilty of it. Not that I'm Klarna my clothes and stuff, but I'm guilty of I want a new outfit for this night out and stuff. But imagine that pressure now that you're like, I really want this tee. I can't wait. I'm scared of what people might think of me when wearing it on a night out. If I wear it again, I'm going to finance that. You are financing it. Klarna's finance.
yeah.
ClearPay's finance. You're financing clothes. If you want these new shoes, I'm going to Klarna it. You're financing your shoes. Why do you need... I bet you've got shoes that you can wear. I bet you have. But you don't want to do it because you don't want to wear the same clothes twice.
Yeah.
We need to fuck off that mentality.
And I'll tell you what, you don't have to spend shit ton of money to look good.
No, you don't.
Nah,
No, you don't.
100%.
Yeah.
I've got clothes in my wardrobe that are from like 7 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Same.
I'm not gonna lie. I wore like a gym outfit today and it had holes in it. And someone's like, "Why?" I went, I like it, bruv. I actually quite like the feel of it.
Right, listen.
And I look hench in it.
Get yourself a new gym top, bro.
No, I quite like it, man. That's what I mean, though. To some sort of respect, yeah. Like I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I've got things in my wardrobe that are from like 5-6 years ago, which I'll keep.
Yeah.
Because it's I don't know. It's either sentimental or I just like the way it
Whereas
looks.
well, if it's not dirty or grubby or like I say holes in it.
And by the way, that wasn't me. Just to be clear, that wasn't me hating on Klarna. You might not have a lot of money, and that's probably the best financial way
Sure,
for you
yeah.
to do it. But I do believe a lot of people are using it for the other reason. They
sure.
they don't want to wear the same clothes twice. That's not good, and that's why fast fashion's come into things.
Yeah.
But these
Yeah.
By the way, girls have got it very easy to
Quite, yeah.
look good. They can buy a £6 or £8 dress and they look fucking unreal.
Yeah.
Whereas. Don't get me wrong. If you've got a good physique and you wear a nice plain top
Get
like
away
this,
with
you can pull it
anything,
off. But
yeah.
if you haven't, you've got to wear kind of men feel like they've got to wear designer clothes to kind of get in these circles with these girls and stuff.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that. It's a very slippery slope.
Less
Times
is
are hard
more,
to save
but
your money.
Again, we've learned that. We've been there, done it. We've all bought the drippy clothes and what have you. And it's just, trust me, you don't look like, it doesn't make you look as good as you think it does.
And if you feel like you need to wear like expensive clobber to try and pull a bird, it's the wrong bird.
Yeah,
Trust me. You don't need expensive clobber.
Do you know what it is?
Just work on your chat game, boys.
Yeah.
Just work on your chat game.
What's that?
Just work on your chat game.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, look, if you got a bit of bread, like, do you? If you want to buy,
yeah,
if you
fair
want to
play.
buy that top,
Fair
sweet.
play.
But don't look. What is it? Don't look broke to look rich.
Yeah.
That's what it
Yeah.
comes down to. Like, if you
Don't go broke.
Don't go
look
broke.
rich,
Yeah, that's it, yeah,
pretty
yeah.
much.
But I think that again, like a massive thing today. I see people talking about all the time is that people are becoming almost, I suppose, for what of a better word, recluse. Like boys and girls now don't know how to chat to each other.
Yeah.
Don't know how their
Yeah.
conversations are behind social media and text. Like, go and approach a girl in the club. Go and say hello to
I'm
her.
not gonna lie, I like a bit of social media
No,
game.
of course, but you-
I
but-
don't mind it.
That's your primary research.
Yeah.
You research on that.
That's
yeah,
like
like
the bread and butter.
People go to raves now. Not being funny, boys, right? And everyone watching this, you go to a rave, you barely talk.
No.
Yeah, if you
Not
do
saying a
talk,
word.
you trust me, you don't know what you're saying.
This geezer
Yeah.
goes
You had some questionable
No,
conversations.
you okay? Yeah, bro.
But I hate that for the younger kids today. They're like,
Two-stepping the whole night. You're right, bro.
just go mute. He's in his own world.
It's like it's not
All
looking
the
good, bro.
pre-game we do before raves as well, mate. I'm on job. Like, I'm talking before we go to a rave. I know there's like 20, 30 birds going because they're all in my DMs, and I'm just like, Oz, look, the amount of birds we got going to this rave, we can pattern something. And we get there,
And he does.
and then we get there, and I'm just like, right, I can't speak. So
I remember when we met at Fuse, you was like, bro, there's loads of birds here today. I was like, oh, is there? Got to you. He was like,
He didn't
it's
know,
like someone sold his
didn't know
mouth
his left
shut.
from his right, mate. No.
But coming back to that, right? What? And again, while the pod started, boys, like, what we want to advocate as well, there is absolutely, no matter what people say, there is nothing wrong with being a man. Like, be a man.
This
Being a
generation,
masculine man.
yeah,
Be a masculine man.
Trying to emasculate men nowadays is like what the media or what social media and all these advocates for being a soft feminine man. I say, I know people don't like to hear this, but stop teaching men to be feminine, mate. Men are meant to be men. We're meant to be men. That's what you're meant to be. Like I hate all this. I know it's gonna be controversial. I don't give a fuck, boys. But this whole Sam Smith thing I'm seeing at the moment, bruv.
Not a fan.
Not a fan.
No,
I used to rate him, to be fair. Some of his stuff
did.
is
Love
nice,
his
but
music,
I feel
yeah,
like
he's
every
amazing.
single
But he's
person.
a very talented artist. Very talented artist. But then I said, hey, sorry. I don't even.
Sam Smith.
Is it not
Sam
he?
Smith. Yeah. Sorry. Again, that's not me. I'm not being rude. I don't even know what to. Call Sam Smith. But Sam Smith is Sam Smith, and Sam Smith, all this like devil stuff and all this weird. All
His new music video literally needs to be censored. Like, I think
Yeah.
I briefly looked at it because obviously everyone was going off on one on socials. Had a look and I was like, yeah, like this, like little kids have access to YouTube, right?
That's the problem,
and they
isn't
should
it?
not be. They should not be seeing stuff like this.
I know.
way.
Personally, I think they
Did you
shouldn't
see
be.
how my body language changed there when I started talking about it? Because I'm worried about what I'm about to say, because I'm worried about that getting cancelled.
Yeah.
Just notice that.
Yeah.
Normally, if I'm around you, I'll say whatever I say. I was conscious then. I was scared
F1.
to say the wrong pronoun. I was scared to say the wrong pronoun because I was worried about offending someone.
And on that, we're not here to offend anyone.
No.
We're not like, in any way, shape, or form. Right? We've all got friends that are this, that, and the other, and we love
Oh,
you.
yeah, live and let
we love
live,
you. We don't care who or what you are and shoes are. If you want to be
Facts.
that, be that.
Facts.
We'll love you no matter what. But don't then try and push
Push it
that
on
agenda on
other
other people.
No,
Like,
no.
Just let, and if they do say the wrong pronoun or what have you, they didn't mean it. They're not trying to say it to offend you
Yeah.
or say, no, I won't answer you unless you call. Come on,
fuck
like,
off.
Do you know what I mean?
It's
They're
all
not
very
doing that
new,
on
you know. People are
purpose.
still trying to get used to all of that
Yeah.
language.
Yeah.
Like it is difficult
But
because
let
everyone's
kids
so
be a kid.
conscious.
And let boys be boys. Let boys be men. Like, you know, if they want to go and play rugby and box and fight and rough around in the mud, like, we fight each other on nights out. Do you know what I mean? Like, one night,
Oh my God.
all the time we get each other in headlocks and fight around. Like,
But what about when we was rolling around that field after that rave?
after Swan,
After Swan, yeah.
Yeah, roll around the
Literally
floor.
roll around.
before we were back to an after party, we were rolling
Fucking
covered in grass
covered
and
in
shit.
mud and that.
Like, just let men be men. Do you know what I mean? And let women be women. Do you know what I mean? Like, the day has changed in terms of what women do. They're ambitious now. They want to work. That's amazing, right? That is amazing.
Facts.
Let them be that. And you don't see any guys coming on ever saying we don't want women to do that.
No,
Ever. Because we
never.
want women to go and do that. But yeah, everyone else tries to come on and say, no, a guy shouldn't do this, a guy shouldn't do that. Fuck you, mate. Like,
Yeah.
guys, go and be you. Go and do whatever it is you want to do. If you want to go to the gym and look buff and look massive, go and do it.
No,
Go and try it.
We are not advocating. I'm gonna have to cut that last bit out.
Speak to
No,
your,
no. I have to cut that out. I've had to cut that out because he just said something he shouldn't. You can't say
speak
shit
to your
like
GP before doing
that. No,
anything.
you can't say stuff like that, bruv. You can't say stuff like that.
All I'm trying to say is, guys,
Go do
This guy's
tunes.
gonna get us cancelled on the
Man
first
said
pod.
go do
you want to
already.
go and do whatever it is you want to go and do. Go and do it, and don't let anybody else tell you otherwise.
Right, okay. Anyway, Mason's about to give himself a blue tongue, and that's punishment for fucking nearly getting us cancelled on the phone.
It's sitting there looking at me, you know. I thought, oh no.
But what I
America's like, your tongue's well blue, bro.
Back to what I was saying. Well, just previously, yeah. I swear to you, I'm not even lying. If a girl has her pronouns in her bio on Instagram, I will not talk to her, bro. I don't. No. Even if it's just she, her. I'm not talking to you. Well, I don't need to know if you're a she or her. Like, just why are you telling me your pronoun? How fucking weird is that, bruv? Like,
Yeah.
Is no one else finding that weird that you're putting your pronouns? You're telling people you're a she and a her.
We
That's
know
fucking-
what you are.
That's fucking weird, man. That's weird as fuck. That's weird. I don't like this new generation shit. It's all weird. It's not normal. That is weird as fuck.
Is it just Insta or all the other platforms like that as well?
Didn't Elon Musk say
even
something
Hinge,
about
you
that?
can
No,
do it on
Elon Musk-
Hinge and-
Elon Musk got rid of
things
it.
like that,
Got rid of
yeah.
it.
I'm
Yeah.
actually banned off Hinge, mate. I can't use it, so I wouldn't know
Yeah,
what
I've got
that's
to say,
like.
we all
yeah.
deleted it the other day.
Yeah.
We made a pact,
Yeah.
and we all got. Did you delete it?
No, mine's very active.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're a liar, bro.
Are we all doing it?
I ain't got a choice. I'm banned.
Oh, didn't
Yeah, I
realise
deleted
that.
Hinge.
For good reasons.
Yeah.
I deleted Hinge. I've got Tinder, but I don't use Tinder. It's,
Oh, no.
it's open. I don't use it.
Hinge is actually decent though.
Hinge has got
you
the
meet
most
some, you meet some
unreal
good
girls.
things on
Yeah.
Hinge.
Hinge has got the most elite birds on it. Honestly, they're unreal. But do you know what the thing is? All these dating sites, I just have like maybe 4 or 5 messages back. I can't bother to talk to them anymore.
That's the
Yeah,
thing,
And it's not because they've got dead chat. I've lost interest instantly.
Yeah.
That's another reason why I deleted
I've met
it.
some amazing girls on Hinge, like girls I still know today, girls I've met properly, gone out with, etc., etc. But after a while, again, guys,
Do you want to know a funny story? Yeah, Hinge is if you're
it's a distraction.
it is a distraction, but this is speaking of what you just said about meeting amazing people. Going off tangent a slight bit, but I met a girl on there this time last year, or slightly a little longer than that, and I talk to her every day. Nothing like that, just friends. Never met her. Yeah, never met her. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to say her name. Never met her, but she's cushy. I know she's real, by the way, before anyone thinks she's not real. And I don't know if I should say. I might be going on holiday with her next month to like the crazy.
Been in 2 or 3 different countries, and she's been there at the same time.
I went to 3 countries last year. I went to Coachella.
She was there.
She was there at the same time. I went to Bali. She was there same time. Yeah. And I just went to Tulum, and she was there at the exact same time.
So coincidence every time.
It's coincidence.
Mad.
How mad is that? The
so
timing.
She's from your area though.
No, she's from your area. She's from Chigwell. Yeah.
Listen to this,
yeah.
Oh, you didn't,
Listen,
you didn't do the CRB.
Can beep up the name, bro. What is it?
No. I'll tell you after, yeah. But I'm not gonna. Hold on.
You could say
Something's happened here. Hold up.
Pause the pod real quick.
Cool.
Right, sorry guys, we had a very slight technical difficulty then. These are still early stages. We've got loads of TV stages going on. But yeah, back to what I was saying. I met this very interesting girl on Hinge, and we was all at the same location, same time. Very weird. And then finally, I might be going away with her to Qatar next month. When this is released, I'll actually be going this month. And she has a private jet. That's what basically I'm trying to get at.
That's why you're talking to. Okay, cool. Yeah.
No,
Gold digger.
No.
Oh, is it gold digger?
No.
Makes sense.
The reason why I'm saying is her story is interesting as fuck, man. Like,
Yeah, boys, you can go after rich girls as well. There's nothing
I'm not
wrong with that.
grafting her.
Alright, listen, I'm all for that. I'm all for that.
Whatever. You took the complete wrong context. I was saying I'm an interesting person. If you knew who this person was, I don't want to expose it.
No, sure.
Interesting as fuck. And it turned. I didn't know, by the way. This is just coincidence. Turns out, you've got a private jet. Do you want to go on holiday? I was like, what? What? You got a private jet? Bruv, if you knew who this person was, bruv, it's mental. But I don't want to expose it. It's a bit of privacy for you.
I'm just gonna go on to your followings now after this and
You
just
won't be able-
check.
you won't be able to
I'll
find
find
it.
it.
You won't be able to find it.
I'll find it
You
somewhere,
won't be able
shape,
to
or
find
form.
Anyway, so back to the topic on how difficult it is to be a man in 2023. Emasculating man. Mason touched on, obviously, making men again. Basically, we've got to focus on, well, how can a man be a man in today's world without feeling the pressures from society?
Well, I'll tell you what, boys, as well, like, as we all know, I don't care what anyone says, boys, physical and girls, everybody, right? Physical activity is the best thing you'll ever do.
Number one.
Is the best thing you'll ever do for yourself. And listen, looking good, right, as all the boys do and all our mates do and everyone goes gym, like, that's one thing I say about our circles is that we're all, and there's a lot of us, right?
Heavily invested in looking good.
If anyone knows us,
aesthetically.
well, everyone that knows us personally and knows the boys personally, like, everyone is about looking after themselves, right, in their jobs, in their lives, and being fit and what have you, and setting self challenges and stuff like that. And again, we'll come on to this when we get to the end of the pod more, but just going to the gym or physical activity or physical exercise, whether it's playing a sport, football, rugby, boxing, going for runs, going gym, looking good is an added benefit. What it does for your mental stability will far outweigh what it does for your physical attributes, mate.
Facts.
100%.
Yeah. If you feel down, if you feel shit, anything like that, you feel like, do you know what? I feel angry. I feel rushed. Even if I go on about the boys all the time, right? I say, boys, let's just go for a walk, right? If you feel angry indoors, or
but you always ask me when I'm actually in a good, happy place. I'm just quite comfortable on the sofa watching a film, and you're like, bruv, let's go for a walk. I'm like, bruv, I don't want to go for a walk, man.
Love that though.
It'll up the serotonin.
I'm happy.
Yeah, but I'm not doing it because.
But you're making me angry because I want to get up now.
Maybe he just wants to burn the digestives that he just had. Who
Yeah,
knows?
that's it. He feels guilty.
100%.
Mason is right. He's speaking absolute facts. Like, I'd say 100% lifting weights is the best antidepressant on planet Earth.
100%.
For men and women. That isn't just men, that's women.
I mean, look, me personally, like I'm not trying to play on no violins here, but I've dislocated my shoulder like over 12 times now. And every single time that's happened, I've been out of the game for like 2-3 months. No weights, no nothing. And during that period, I'm eating shit. I'm like feeling shit. I'm like just mentally, I just don't feel myself. I just feel a complete different person. As soon as I start again, that all kind of just disappears. So I think for me, like it's like a temple going to the gym.
It's therapy.
Like exactly.
And I get it can be intimidating for people.
Oh, 100%.
Like 100% get it can be intimidating for people. But let me tell you something. Like when you go to the gym, I see something again today. It is the most unbiased place on the planet, right? If you go to the gym, there is nobody looking at you thinking, what the fuck are you doing?
No.
No one cares.
Yeah, no one cares. That if you're in there, small, big, tall, small, fat, short, it doesn't matter. Like, people are in there and look at you and go, you're here, mate.
Yeah.
Like, fair
I
play
rate
to you for
it.
being here.
I'll rate
Like,
it.
Yeah.
I'll rate it.
And people will help you. You'll make friends. Even if you come, gym bros, people we met at the gym.
Yeah,
Now are
literally.
actually our mates now. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Look at Tom.
girls and boys.
Tom and Kieran.
Yeah, shout out to Tom and Kieran.
Two of our closest friends who've been on
Coming away for our birthday.
Come away for our birthday. They're coming to Dublin next month as well. They come away last year for our birthday as well.
Yeah.
Tom just come to Tulum with me. I met this geezer in the gym.
Yeah. Met him in the gym, yeah.
No, he's not one of our good friends. Zan.
Zan is our barber. He now cuts nearly all of our hair.
He's one of my brother's business partners as well.
It's actually
Gym.
a sick place to network.
It
Really.
is, very good. Very
The
good.
amount of people I've met through my gym as well, like I just, to be honest with you though, I don't know about 80% of their names. Just right, babe, right, mate.
Yeah.
Right,
mate.
yes, big man, spot me here. Cool.
And
Don't
guys,
even know their name, bro, but
it's
it is a great place
other
to
than a
meet
club
people.
and being out and about, it's one of the best places you can chat to a girl as
100%.
well, and it'll build your confidence. Like, go and chat to a girl. You never know, some girl.
I'm not on going
No,
up
no,
to
no,
a
you don't
chat and
approach
go
a
like,
bird in gym.
excuse me, babe, can I start talking? I'm not
Yeah,
on
no,
that.
that's
Can I
crazy.
spot you in
Don't
that,
be that
babes?
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't want to end up in the back of someone's TikTok now, do you?
Better start off with about hello and then a good morning and how are you? Like, what are you training for? And you do
Yeah.
a session together, and all of a sudden she'll come over and ask you, can you just spot me while I do this for a
Yeah.
second? And it just develops like that. But what it does for this, and guys, strip it back. Even if forget the gym for a second, if you're a little bit shy or intimidated to go there, fine, we get that. Start small. Just if you ever feel stressed or whatever, because like going back to the very beginning of the pod about mental health and seeing social media stresses you out, and you think, why have I not got that fucking car? Why have I not got that watch? Why have I not got that clobber? And you start to get yourself into a mental spiral. Put your fucking phone down, leave it indoors, put your coat on, and go outside for a 20-minute walk. And I 100% guarantee you,
Facts.
when you get back home, you will feel 1,000 times better.
Facts.
1,000 times better. And then start maybe going for a run, and then start going for a jog. And then from there, go to the gym once or twice a week. Go in quieter times where there's not many people there. Like, get up in the morning and go when it's a little bit quiet, or go late in the evening or in the middle of the day. Like, just start doing these little things to help you. And
Small
everyone
little
here will
habits,
admit
right?
it, right? The hardest part about doing it is what?
Was getting there.
Just getting there. Just getting up and getting going.
The hardest part about going to the gym is actually driving myself to the gym. Especially when I've been sat in an office all day work. I'm a bit sleepy from where I've been fucking just sitting out doing fuck all day. And then I'll go, oh, I've got to drive to the gym. I get into my car, it's cold as shit at the moment, so I put the heat and whack it right up. I get to the car park of the gym and I'm like, it's so hot, I'm all lethargic in the car. I'm like, oh, I really can't be fucked to go and train legs right now. But I know I have to go get it fucking done.
Do you know what, mate? You're touching upon what you're saying. People sometimes say, "How you always motivated?" It's like I'm not.
No.
I'm actually.
yeah.
Sometimes I can't.
I don't wanna
fuck,
fucking
man.
go.
Yeah,
I don't wanna
like,
go.
I can't be asked.
No.
I don't want to go, but you just know you have to.
Yeah.
You know this is what you should be doing, so you get up and just do it.
Elaborate
And
on that more. Like, why do you have to go?
Because I just know as soon as that workout is done, I'm just going to be mentally in a much better
Go.
place.
That's-
I know at the end of that, no matter what I'm thinking before I go in, it's going to be left at the door. And by the time I come out, I'm going to be in a much better place. I've done it plenty of times.
100%, bro.
I'm worrying about this, my alloys, this, that. Go to the gym, throw those weight about, and that's it. I feel a lot better, mate.
All them worries disappear.
100%.
And if they don't disappear, you look at them a completely different
Yeah.
angle,
Yeah,
different light, different
Yeah.
perspective. You're like, you know, why is I even fucking worrying about that shit? But you know, when I was like having troubles with like my ex in the past and that, not major troubles, but I'd have an argument or something, and I'd be like fucking in a shit
Stressed.
mood. I was
Stressed.
sitting in my room just pissed off and that, and I was thinking, I didn't even want to go to the gym. I was like, fuck the gym, I don't want to go to the gym. I just want to sit indoors, scrolling for social media, getting more and more wound up. It's
Yeah.
like, fuck
Yeah.
it, I'm going to go gym. If I come out the gym with a different person, I'm like, I don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah.
Fuck
done.
that bitch.
And tell you what, right? Whenever you're gonna
that bitch.
whenever you're gonna make a decision about something, like get up and get out the door, and you can relate this to every aspect of life, of whether we should start the pod,
Yeah.
whether we should go on holiday. Like, I was a bad procrastinator.
Yeah.
Really bad
Mason
procrastinator.
was a very bad procrastinator, yeah.
All the time, and then like I said, you can relate this to anything in life, right? When you think about doing something, going to the gym, going for a walk, going to do this, going to do that, think about this. Think about, if I don't do that, if I don't go to the gym, how will I feel afterwards? If I do go to the gym, how will I feel afterwards? And I guarantee you know that if you don't go, 20 minutes later, you're going to feel like shit. If you do go to the gym, or go for a run, or go for the walk, or book that holiday or whatever, you know once you're there, you're going to have a good time.
Well, it's not even that. What are you doing instead? That's what I always said. What am I going to do instead? What, sit and scroll and watch other people live their life fucking
Yeah.
the next hour when I can be actually doing something productive as fuck? Like, people get lost in that cycle, brother. I got a story actually. I went round this bird's house during COVID times. Oh shit! I shouldn't have done that. Anyway, yeah. So I went around this bird's house during COVID times. I think it was 2020. It's summer 2020. Went around her house. She asked me to go around. I went around, had some dinner with her, and we was chilling in her room. Actually, just genuinely chilling. And she just got her phone out, brother, and she just went on TikTok. And just sat there on TikTok, honestly, for about 45 minutes, and I was watching. I was thinking, nah, surely she's just gonna come off that in a minute. It's just a little thing she just does, probably. No, carry on. TikTok after TikTok after TikTok. I was thinking, I was like, what the fuck's going on here, bruv? I was like, I'm getting out of here. I got up and left. I was like, this.
She didn't fancy you, bruv.
But I was like, this is the new generation. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Take the fucking hint. Take the fucking hint. No, but on a real one, I smashed. It doesn't really matter. But it was not. It was.
Did you chop her?
Yeah, I chopped. Yeah,
I
chopped. Yeah.
You waited for her to come off TikTok, so
no.
I
didn't chop that night, but I chopped. So I know that she was onto it because obviously she would have let me chop further down the line. But that was just her. She obviously had to interact. She couldn't hold the conversation. She obviously. I feel like women nowadays, not all women, of course, not generalising, but some women nowadays, especially the new generation, if they haven't got a drink down their neck or a drink in their hand, they can't really converse with you.
Nothing to say.
They got nothing to say.
I think men and women, like, they're both in that
both.
same
It's not just
category,
women. It is men as well. Men, that's one thing you need to get. There's this boy, in my gym. Sorry, I'm full of stories. He's a younger lad, and he hasn't got a lot going for him. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, he's a lovely guy. Always talks to me. Very socially awkward. Can't really look me in the eye. And he will go up to every fucking girl in the gym and try and chat them up. And I'm like, by the way, this guy's got no chance of pulling any of these birds.
Just socially not aware.
Literally, this guy's got no chance. These birds are going, it sounds horrible, but then they're never going to go for him, yeah? And I asked him, I was like, brother, why are you actually doing this? Like, these birds are not going to go either. He goes, yeah, but it's good XP. I went,
XP.
I was like,
XP,
wow.
That's a new one.
I was like, fuck. I went, what do you mean? He goes, well, the more I keep doing it, the more confident I'll get doing it, and the more I get confident.
Love that.
And I was like, bruv.
That's fact.
I'll rate your confidence, mate, whoever you are.
I said to him, I was like, you know what? I can't hate on you. That is a fucking good answer. I was like, and this guy, do you know what? Probably he's young now, so like probably time he gets to my age, but he'll probably be the king of chatting to birds.
Yeah.
And all because, and then when he come back to me that answer, he took me off guard. I was thinking, fuck, I don't even know what to say back to you.
How old is this kid?
He's about 18.
Oh wow, young.
So he's still going to blossom
But
out
when
then.
I'm saying like I'm a short.
He'll blow up. Watch.
Yeah, I'm a short ass. Yeah, he's shorter than me. Yeah, so that's saying something. Yeah. And he's like, he ain't the best looking. He's just starting in the gym. Doesn't know really what he's doing. But fair play to him. He's in the gym as well. He's in the gym all the time as well. Always trying to graft. And but yeah, for a fact these birds he's going for are never going to say nothing. And he just keeps going. I'm like, fair play.
But on that, boys, yes, or definitely go after birds and what have you, and do your thing. And like, so you need to learn about that sort of stuff. But at the same time, one thing I focus on, I wish someone told me when I was,
I know what you're saying.
When I was 18. Is work on yourself. Yeah. Focus on yourself, and everything else around you
will fall into place.
And
by the way, nothing is, like I said in the beginning of the pod, not everything is fell into place for all of us. We're not saying
no way.
But what I have learned, things more go my way when I start focusing on myself.
Oh, 100%. Look, I think. Well, no, I think I am the oldest here.
Yeah.
I am the oldest here, and I'll be honest. Like 5 years ago, I don't need to laugh, bruv.
He knows he's the oldest.
Wait a minute, at least I don't look the oldest in it, but whatever.
Also, Ozzy, at least you've got a tongue on this pod, isn't it?
Put it that way.
Fucking Mr. Beauty Pants over here. What's going on, bro? Is his mic on? Let me check. Is his levels working?
Testing 1, 2, 3.
But what I was going to say was very briefly, like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I thought I would have been in a much different position than I am now. I don't mean like for the better or the worst. I just thought I'm 31 now. I thought I would have this. I'm nowhere near those goals that I want to hit. And again, you see socials, I'm like, that person's done this person's done that. And it used to get to me, but I'm just thinking, mate, I'm in my own lane. If I'm going to get from A to B, it's going to take me 4 years and it's taken them 2 years. So be it.
Yeah.
That's it. And I've learned to kind of accept that. And I think, again, going back to socials, everyone thinks they need to, everyone's trying to rush to get to a certain point. But if you don't enjoy the process, you're never gonna be happy when you get to that goal, because you'll be chasing the next best thing, the next goal. Okay, I want to get there, and you're not enjoying the moment. There's no point.
That's it. You're right. If you don't enjoy the journey, there's not do you know what? That's another thing. I know I keep going back to it, and we keep heavily talking about this, but one of the main things our pod represents is the gym. Is the journey of getting to that physique is unbelievable as well. Seeing your body change. You've gone. I was a fat kid, and then I went to a skinny kid. hardly any muscle on me, and then watching my body develop over the years is the most rewarding thing ever.
100%.
That journey was unbelievable. And looking back and thinking, starting the gym was the best thing I ever did. The best thing I ever did.
100%, I agree.
Up weights. I got no. I've said this before on another pod, but I got no birds before the gym.
Listen, me and you are not the tallest, yeah.
No.
I'm a little bit taller, but I'm just saying, like for us, especially like not being the tallest, like having a body definitely helps with your confidence in many ways. Like I've pulled birds that are taller than me, 5'11" once, mate. She was built like a centre back, but we got there. We got there in the end. She was buff, but she was built like a centre back.
Same height,
mate.
laying down, Aussie.
I mean, no, not this bird, mate. Her feet come off the end of the bed, mate. Like it was a madness. She met me in Havanas, and I had like what McQueen's on at the time, bruv. She was still taller than me.
Oh wow!
It was a mad thing.
I was literally just dating a bird taller than me.
I was like, what are you trying to do?
The girls have actually been dating and been taller than me.
I don't mind. Do you know what? I think it's like.
I said, still going on about it.
Is this the one that he's in love with? Yeah.
Fuck off, boys.
It's a statement, though, isn't it? Like, it's a statement, bro.
You know what? I didn't even realise.
I don't mind.
When you know what, I'm not going to talk about it. Fuck it.
No, go on.
See, Sue just start grilling me.
Go on.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Don't get shy now.
I'm shy, you cunt. I'm just fucking. I'm not going to start.
Say it.
What do you mean say? How about you say something on the pod? How about that? Sorry, another technical difficulty. I think if we peak on the levels on the mic, it cuts off the audio. But yeah. Anyway, disregard.
Tall things.
Just shun that off quick.
You're like me, though, innit? You have to ask like the question if you're talking on socials, like, how tall are you, though?
Do you know what? I swear to God.
How tall are you?
I swear to God, I've never asked.
I do.
Because I'm embarrassed by the answer.
Oh,
mate.
These two pricks don't give
They
a
don't
shit,
have
mate.
to worry about that.
Nah, I actually say like, how tall are you? Then they'll say, and they'll be like, how tall are you? I'll be like, 5'4". They're silence. There's no one's typing, nothing. I'll be like, I'm only joking. I'm 5'9".
Imagine if
Illusions, bro. It's all illusions.
Playing the game.
But then I do ask, like, are you asking me how tall I am in trainers or on barefoot? Because with trainers, I could be 5'10" if you want me to be. That's
You can
okay.
get them shoes nowadays, can't you? The things inside it.
I'll be honest. I did buy the insoles, bro.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. They are lit. They are lit.
Is that comfortable?
Do you know what? They're not. I think you need to wear like high tops with it. Because if you wear like flat, then your ankle starts popping out of the trainer. But again, I don't think there's any issues in wearing it. If girls are going to wear heels, why can't I wear a bit of that?
Well, it's not even that. If like,
That's a massive topic in itself. That.
no, girls wear push-up bras.
Yeah.
They
I mean, they wear a lot more than, they wear a lot more than that.
Extensions and fake lips and girls. If that's what makes you feel confident, you do.
Oh yeah, we're not hating on that.
Like, but let me tell you now, 9 times out of 10 of the girls I know and my friends that wear all that sort of stuff, you look 10 times better without it. I've seen most of you without makeup. I've seen most of you without extensions.
But again,
and
that
whatnot.
comes down to a confidence thing for these
Yeah.
women.
Well, I don't even think it's confidence anymore. I think it's the social status. Of, I have to have that done. I need to go and have this done. I need to go and have a bum lift. I need to have the tits. If do you know what? If that's what makes you feel confident, babe, you go and do it 100%. But at the same time, what I'm trying to say is, you should feel comfortable in your own skin, no matter what you look like. And going back to the short, there'll be a lot of guys out there that are short that properly gets to them, that the fact they're short. Yeah, or guys that are too tall, guys that are too skinny. I was a fucking skinny wretch. Do you know what I mean? At one point and things like that. But who cares? Like, if you're not happy about yourself,
It's so weird you say this. I'm gonna tell
like
you something.
change it about it, right? That I'm lucky to hold on to the hair I've got left at 28. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Let's not get into this
I'm nearly
subject.
there, right? But boys,
Oh, natural. Over here.
boys, if you want
Why
to
didn't you go to Turkey?
how many of our boys have had it done?
I'd say probably there's 13 in our group. I'd say about
Right.
six.
Easy. The
have been to Turkey.
boys have flown to Turkey and had their hair done. Do you know why? Because it brought their confidence back. And all the boys that have had it done have all said to me, Mace, once you have it done, bruv, honestly, the confidence.
We had
it
this
will give you.
conversation.
We had it, didn't we? Yeah, a couple of
Change
weeks.
your life.
And so, boys, if you want to go and do that to make yourself feel confident, go and do it. That's only natural. It's only your hair and things like that. But leading back to everything we're talking about, the gym and getting out for walks, exercising, looking after yourself, concentrate on you, yeah? Concentrate on building yourself out, finding out what it is you want to do in life. Like, we're still figuring it out now. Do you know what I mean? Even the jobs that we're in at the minute, we might not be in it in the next 5 years or 3 years or whatever. But
Hopefully next year.
next year. Work on yourself and everything else begins to fall. Like, work on your mental headspace, work on being able to control your emotions that we spoke about earlier.
Yeah.
Feel those emotions, feel anger, feel upset, feel down. Like you said, do not let it consume you. Yeah. Realise that you feel a certain way. Do you know what? I feel angry right now. What can I do about it? I'm going to get out for a walk. I'm going to bring the boys and go for a gym. I'm going to go for a coffee. Like, just to get my mind out of whatever it is. And when you then come back to that scenario as to what you're thinking about an hour ago, you'll look at it from a completely different perspective and think, do you know what? I can figure this out. I can do something to change this that I'm not happy with. So build on yourself. One thing I've fucking learned, and boys, we're all just as guilty. Do not fucking chase women.
Oh, do not chase women.
Don't chase. We've all done it. Yeah, we've all done it. don't fucking chase them, boys. Yeah, look after yourselves.
It's like a full-time job, mate.
It is a full-time
It is a full-time job. We've all done it. We've all done it. Like you're single, you
I
whatever.
feel like you have to go through that stage
Yeah,
to
you
get
need
to
to
this.
learn.
I
didn't
agree.
you?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
It's all about pigeon steps, mate. Like everything you're saying, you don't need to have everything figured out like this
No
by
way,
tomorrow.
man.
It's every day you take a small little step towards that goal that you're working to, then you're halfway there anyway. It's
Yeah.
cliche and as cringe that might sound to some
Not at all.
people. I just think you just got to take each day as it comes. You can't just keep looking at the end goal, and think of why am I here.
I agree.
Enjoy the process, man.
I
No,
agree.
it's facts. It's facts. And honestly, I can't stress what you just said enough. Just to reiterate what you just said, do not chase women.
Yeah.
No.
Do not chase women. What you want to do is work on yourself. Create something that attracts women. Create
Yeah.
something that you can be happy with that attracts women. That is the number one key for man. A man,
And 9 times out of 10, what is that? That is when you are confident in your own skin.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you're confident in your own skin and gaining that confidence from the gym or from working hard and having a nice lifestyle because you've worked for it, you will attract women. Chasing women's never a good thing. Ever.
No, definitely. There's a good quote, isn't there? I think. I don't know where I saw it. I think it was TikTok.
No, it's talking.
I know.
Fucking hell.
Everyone listen, all right? And it was, what did it say? It was something like, if you always chase butterflies, you'll struggle catching them. But if you build like a beautiful garden around it, they'll
on.
come to you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Banger, do you know what I mean?
My guy Merc dropping bombs
Literally.
like that. He stays
Fucking
silent the
hell.
whole pod, comes in with a little sniper shot bomb and
Innit?
kills it. Wow.
Headshot, mate.
Less is more.
Nah,
boys.
that's nice. You said, mate. 100%
It's true,
right.
so that's what I think
spot
of
on.
it, do you
Yeah,
know what I mean?
spot on.
That's facts though. That is facts.
That's 100%.
Do not chase these.
And I'll tell you what, in today's day and age as well, and we could go into, we'll save this for another topic, but in today's day and age, like we love the old ways, you know, even, you know, all right, we've done our own things and, you know, we might not have been the most well behaved when it comes to women, guilty as charged, right? But when you are out with a girl and you do decide to take a girl out on a date and you do it for, be a gentleman.
100%.
Yeah,
Facts.
be a fucking gentleman. Yeah.
You'd be very surprised like how many people go on dates and like when I've spoke to
Yeah.
girls and they're like, I've had the worst date.
Worst
He's
dates
done this,
ever.
he's done that, and I'm like,
Be more.
Where are you
but-
finding these men?
Yeah, well, girls are serial daters. I'm sorry. Like I've
Yeah.
got so many girl mates, right? And they're like, I can text any boy now, and I can get taken out 5 days a week if I want to.
It's
by
true.
5 different, and they can. Fair play to you, girl. If that's how you want to roll, right? Guys, don't be one of them. Yeah. So if you do take a girl out, be a gentleman, though, boys. Yeah. Like decide where you're going to take her. Open her car door for her. Open the restaurant door wherever you want to take her. Pay for the meal. Yeah. If she wants to buy a drink later on in the evening or whatever, let her buy a drink.
Yeah.
I'll always, and no bird on the internet right now can call me out. I've never let a bird pay for any food
No.
when we go out. Yeah, but
Want to buy a drink?
wait, but you better fucking offer.
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
this is
Wow.
the
The
thing,
intention's
right?
nice. the
You better
intention's
fucking
yeah,
offer.
yeah,
I think that's
nice.
rude as fuck if you don't offer. You're
Yeah,
expecting
yeah,
me to pay.
I hear it.
I will never let you pay.
This is it, right?
I've had
Is-
quite a few girls offer though.
Yeah,
And they're like, Mason, let me pay. I'm like, do you know what? The fact you offered makes me want to pay even
Oh,
more.
I've let them buy me a
fact that
drink
you
before.
I'm going to tell you very much. Oh, I love me 3 mil. Go
Mate,
on,
no, I've let a girl like pay for a drink before. Like,
Oh,
I mean,
drink?
Yeah, all
That's
day.
different.
Yeah,
I think-
yeah.
I'm saying,
But you take her for a meal.
They're not paying
if you're
for
going
it.
Aussie, look, if you go, hey babe, can I take you out? You go for a meal. I mean,
Yeah.
that you asked her to go for food.
Yeah.
How the fuck are you expecting her to pay for it?
But
It
then
just don't make
if a
sense.
woman has an expectation that you have to pay for her, like if she expects you to do
Yeah.
it, then it's almost as if like you have to pay for my time for me to be
Yeah.
here. So all of a sudden you're not level. So
yeah.
you're better than me and I need to do this for you. As a gentleman, you will do exactly that. You know you've been
Facts.
like you've grown up in a certain way, whether that's culture, friends, whatever, society. Like you will take a girl out and you will look after her, and that's absolutely fine. But when a woman has an expectation that I have to do that, I don't want to be out with a woman like that.
That's an absolute turn off.
wow.
And
It's a turn
a
off.
girl, and if a woman offers, it's if she actually genuinely means it. Like if she's like offering this and she means it, or she knows you're gonna say no, and she's like, I've done my bit. Like I took out a girl once. I won't say her name. This is a long time ago, but
Bait her up.
no, I can't.
Do
But
it.
this girl, like, I took her out 3 times, right? She was absolutely gorgeous, like bang on my type in every single way. But like not once when we was out, she went, would you like a drink? And it wasn't as if like
Dead
this girl's
that.
skin.
Yeah.
It's not like I needed that drink. It's not like I wanted her
But
to
it'd be
do it and
nice-
spend money. But
nice to offer.
it's just nice to feel appreciated as well.
Yeah, so it then shows that she actually wants to be there with you as well. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? She's a value.
100%.
Like if you hit it bang on with it values your time as much as you are valuing her as being there with it. Do you know what I mean? She's not just gone out of you for the sake of you've gone. Do you want to go out for a drink? She's like, yeah, fuck it, it's free night out. She's there going, do you know what? Yeah, do you know I actually enjoy this guy's company. Let me offer to buy you a drink. Or she goes, next place we go to, I'll get a drink. Or I'll get
Do you know sometimes how I vet a girl out before taking her out? Sometimes I'll be talking to someone, like we've all done it.
You sure you want to give away the secret?
No, it's blessed, bro.
Right.
Like they can learn from something from this as well. But pretty much it is like, I'll speak to a girl. What do you want to do? Like, first and foremost, like, I don't take girls out to the wine and dine. I don't like it. I don't like sitting there eating. I'll just go for a nice drink or whatever it is. But girls have an expectation now because of society. Again, I have to go to Sexy Fish or here or there, the nicest place. I don't do that. I don't like going. If I do it for me. But if a girl has an expectation that I need to take her to these places, I'll be like, let's go to Be At One. Let's go to like a little chill bar. I know a little sports bar here. Let's go. If they like and ah about, no, I'm like, you know what? No, I ain't taking you. Doesn't matter how fit you are. Doesn't matter how fit you are. If you think that I'm going to take you to this place just because you look a certain way, it's not happening.
Boys, go. I'll tell you what, we're getting. But I've only just realising this in the latter years, probably if not the last couple of years. Go for a breakfast date,
mate. They are the best breakfast dates.
Oh,
they are the best, cheap as well.
Go for a breakfast date. Do you know what I mean? Like, go for a breakfast date.
Never done that ever.
That sounds like a good idea.
Go for a breakfast date. Go pick her up. Go somewhere really nice for breakfast. Like, and then I know this might sound fucking. I nearly said something. Then
I know what you're saying.
Yeah. This might sound a bit, right? But then afterwards, then go for a nice get a coffee somewhere and go for a walk. Right, like actually, so you can sit there and converse with that other person.
You get to know them, didn't you?
I didn't know this until now, though. Do you know what I mean? When you're 18, 19, you want to go for a drink because it
gets you horny.
Takes anxiety. Gets you horny.
Caffeine don't get you horny, does it?
Takes anxiety away, though, doesn't it? Do you know what
I do love going for a drink with a bird.
Same, mate.
Going for a drink with a bird, honestly, bruv. I've had some of the best nights ever, bruv.
So you go and meet a bird, boys.
I get excited. I'm on the way, I'm like
necking tinnies on the way just to take confidence away.
I love that.
Mate, I think everyone here has been a bit of a serial dater in the past. But now, like at this age, I can't think of anything worse.
So not dater.
I'm not gonna lie.
Actually, no, I've not been a dater.
I've only.
I was
I can
a
count
bad
on two hands
dater.
how many dates I've been on.
Seriously,
Dead serious.
Nah.
Dead serious.
See, I was a serial dater and a half, mate.
No, I didn't do it.
When I was younger, like early 20s up until mid 20s, I was bad. I would talk to multiple birds. By the weekend, I'd be like, you know what, I'm gonna need to shortlist this 2-3 people, take 2 or one of them out, whatever. And it was just a constant cycle for years. But I absolutely loved it because it helped me grow my confidence in ways. I understand women a lot more, what they like, what they don't, different types of birds, like what I like, what I don't, what I'm willing to tolerate, what I'm not.
Yeah.
So I think it's taught me a lot. But I've done it a lot.
As bad as it is to say, I do think you know the type of bird that you want to take out and those you don't.
Yeah, 100%.
Like when you choose, you think, I actually want to take you out.
Yeah,
like I want
just invite you.
Yeah, I want to take you out.
Mate, I'm sorry. Like, if you've been invited to mine and not been on a date, throw it out there.
But it's true. Like, guys, be pick and choosy. Be pick and choosy. Yeah, be pick and choosy about who you take out.
True, man.
Like Oz said, if she ain't on just going somewhere quirky for a drink or going somewhere chill, breakfast date or whatever, and they're like, no, I want to be taken to X, Y, and Z. Well, fuck off then. Go and find someone else that will ponce and go somewhere like that.
But this is the thing, though. Like, I think
comes later on. Yeah. When you've been dating for a while, you think you're now worth us
going for a nice date.
Going out for a proper nice girl, bit in a
100%.
slap up meal, uptown or something like. You're now worth that sort of thing, but. Don't end. Well, up to you, but yeah.
I think there's a lot of guys that are willing to just like splash like their cash anyway and take a girl here and there, and I think that's why everything's kind of changed in a way, right? Some guys have just ruined it for us, and they'll take a bird.
Nah, because that's
here
not,
and there.
Them relationships aren't sustainable. They're not
not
sustainable.
It's not built on anything. Do you know what I mean?
It is, but then again, that's why like I think some women think like you need to take me here and there. And again, I think this is another reason why there's so much pressure on us, because there's a massive expectation from women to us as well now. Like I think growing up, I think we all want to be in a position where you can look after your family, you look after your kids, your wife. We want to be in that position, right?
Facts.
As much as you want your woman to work and maybe contribute, you want to be in that position, whether it's financially free.
In an ideal world, I actually don't want my woman to work.
No, man.
In an ideal world, I want to be so well off.
In what set? What?
I want my wife. Of course, if she is happy to do this, if she wants to go work, she can go work. But in an ideal world, I want my wife to be at home with my kids, looking after my kids.
When you got kids, but
I want my wife to be there. I don't actually believe in marriage, but my partner that I will long term be with, because I don't believe in getting the government involved in my affairs. But the woman I stay with for the rest of my life, I want her to be there when my kids wake up while I'm out grafting, and I want her to put my kids to bed at night. I don't.
A lot of women would love that as well, bro.
Yeah, but some women would like their independence.
I only want that at the point
Be
where
a yoga
when
mum,
I've got
innit?
kids.
Range Rover mum's in.
I only want that at the point when I've got kids with them, though. Like up until that point, and you're together living out.
Hear me out, yeah. Listen, just scary thought right now. You're still thinking on a young man's mentality. We are 28. In the next probably 6-7 years, but we're probably going to have kids.
Yeah, so hang on. What I'm saying is, hang on.
I mean, I'm 31, mate. I don't know when that's happening.
It's nothing, bro. It's a kid.
No, but what my point is where are you getting this stage from? Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you still like before I actually decided to have a kid with someone. and settle down
You
and
wanna be
marry
with him
her, I'm going to be with him at least 4 or
Yeah.
5 years. So
4 or 5 years.
yeah, bruv.
Yeah?
You
Yeah,
don't
but do you know-
mate, you don't know someone after.
But do you know
even
what,
after 6, 7,
Mason? Right now, bro, you're thinking logically, right? You're thinking logically,
Yeah.
like this is
Of
how
course,
it's
yeah,
going
of
to be.
course.
You're a logical
You'll meet
creature.
someone, you'll be tunnel vision, and I'm not saying it's going to happen, but you'll meet someone, things will just develop so quickly, and bang, you've got a kid, you've got this, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think everyone moves in their own pace, right?
But the point I'm trying to make is like when you're with that person, you want to go, you want to travel the world with them, you want to go on holidays with them, you want to go and buy multiple houses with that individual and build a solid foundation, right? When you do eventually find that person, but until that point, yeah, like I think it's fucking sexy if a woman is motivated and wants to work and graft and goes gym or exercises or does sports or whatever that case may be. Up until that point, yeah, let her go and work. It's attractive as fuck. When she has the kid, then yes, then I see what you're saying. Then maybe take your foot off the gas, and now I want you to be a man wants a woman who is. We watched something the other day, didn't we, on Red Pill when he said, what the guy basically said to the woman, what do you have going for you? And she was like, she basically reeled off all of the things that a man would say about independent, and he's like, well, hang on, not once have you turned around and said you're maternal, you're loving, you're caring, and I don't care how hard you are as a man or who you think you are, every man wants that in a woman. Yeah, you want a woman, you want to come home to a woman after being fucking stressed out, even in the gym or whatever, and she'll look after you and you look after her and she gives you that sort of maternal, motherly loving, if that makes sense, right? And you want that for your kids.
You can lean on, 100%.
Yeah, 100%. You want to look at that woman and think she is going to be the best mum in the world, right?
100%.
And so I lost my fucking train of thought there.
No,
but that's what I'm trying to say.
What I was saying is, I still want them to work, but to the if I'm getting older on now, yeah. The next bird I get with, you're going to be watching this. The next bird I get with, I ideally want to
stick with forever.
Where she is right now, mate, with another geezer, I don't know.
She's screaming
getting
someone
her back
else's.
blown out by someone else.
Screaming someone else's name at the minute.
like,
Oh my god!
the point I'm making is the short period that you're talking about against the majority of the period.
Sure.
Is minimal. Do you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Say I'm with her for the next 4 years. Just say I get a bird tomorrow. I'm with her the next 4 years. Year 5 we have kids, but for the rest of my life she's going to be with them kids, isn't she? Or
Sure.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The majority of that lifespan is going to be looking after my kids and growing up. You're talking about the life.
Sure. And leading on from this point, guys, I think again what we're trying to say, and we've seen a lot of circumstances of friends and family as well. I've seen, I've got 3 older brothers, and I learned a lot from their mistakes growing up, and they're a lot older than me. Is be very, very picky and choosy about who your life partner is. Yeah, I know things don't always work out. Yeah, it could be 20, 30 years down the line that things finish, and that's unfortunate, and shit goes on and life happens. But if you can be, don't rush into them things. Don't rush into getting married.
I think that's the problem nowadays as well. I see that a lot, is people rush the whole process because they think they need to have the
Everything
partner,
done.
the kid by a certain age.
The dog, the house.
And then, do you know what? They end up unhappy.
Yeah.
The thing is, I do feel like it was like our parents were the last of their generation, where they had that thought process of leaving school or getting a job and actually building a family together. Nowadays, people don't really want that.
No.
That's why I think now it's normal to be in your 30s up until 40s and be single and not
I don't
not
think
doing
there's nothing
none of
wrong
that.
with that.
No, nothing.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Though things can change for you, like within the space of a few years. But I'm just saying, our parents were the last of their generation, where that was like what you had to do. If you were like 22, 23, up until 25, and you're a woman and you're single, it's like, oh yeah, you're left on the shelf. No one wants you, etc. Like that's what it was like. There was a lot of pressure then as well. But like you said, there's a lot of traditional peer pressure that we need to do things by a certain age. But you definitely don't need to.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
You definitely don't. You just, like you were saying earlier, you're on your own journey. You're on your own journey, and your own path. Please do not compare your life to other people's.
Mate, do you know how much my dad comes at me going, when you getting married, Oz?
Oh, all the time.
When you getting married, Oz, when you're going to do that? I'm just like, Dad,
culture, though, isn't it?
Honestly, I think I need to just... there's other things that I need to like sort out before I can even figure
Yeah,
that. I still need to work on myself.
Yeah.
Like, I still need to up my bread. I need to become this like... this man that I desire to be in my head, to grow those foundations, and then I can take the responsibility of having a wife, having a kid,
I agree.
having multiple business and income streams, etc. Whatever it is, I think, because I know that in my mind, I don't feel pressure from my family, even if they say that. I take it on board because it's coming from a good place.
Yeah.
But I just know like that will all happen in the right time when I'm working on the fundamentals, which is myself, and growing a business and this and that. So I just know within time that will come.
You're speaking absolute facts. I always talk to myself in my own head like, until I'm financially stable and financially flush and I've got everything in all my ducks in a row, I don't want to bring a kid into the world.
No, definitely.
I'm bringing a kid into the world when I'm ready.
You don't want to bring a girl into that shit either.
No.
There's not a lot of shit, but I mean...
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, but working on yourself, when you're not... still, don't get it wrong, a good woman will help you will definitely help.
Exactly what I was going to say. Yeah,
Right.
mate, honestly.
But I do think if you're in your building stages, you are right. A good woman can help you, but while you're in your building stages, I think you need to be alone. I agree. I think women are a distraction when you're building. If you're building,
depends on the woman a little bit as well.
I don't know, man. I've not come across anyone.
Mate, honestly, I've been around some good women. Like they've improved my life 100%.
Oh, really?
Just,
I
like,
need to find one of those.
Like we're talking about like, when a woman's touch, like on your home, like when your house, when you live, like we live on our own.
We live on our own, yeah.
And then like when you have like a woman or a decent woman, that house just becomes a home.
That changes so much.
Completely changes.
I need to find one of these women, man.
I said, we're literally only saying the other day with me
Merc comes across good women, but it just breaks their hearts, mate.
Nah, this one actually sacked me off.
Sucked you off or sacked you off?
Sacked, man.
Oh, sacked you.
Both, probably both.
Probably both, yeah, but definitely both. But no, yeah, you're right. But yeah, don't. Again, there's a stigma around that, boys. There is nothing wrong with being single.
No.
Oh, bro,
Like,
I love being single.
There's nothing wrong with being single. People hate, why you not got a bird? Or why have you not got a fella? If she wants to be single and go and travel the world and do whatever she's doing, let her go and be single. She's independent enough. She doesn't need to latch onto a geezer. And the same for a bloke. He's not insecure enough to just think, oh my god, I've got to have a bird around me 24/7.
Some girl once, I remember it was about 3 or 4 years ago. No, it can't be that long. It must have been about 2 years ago. She tried insulting me by saying to me, "That's why you're single." I'm like, bruv, I'm single because I love being single. Do you know the freedom? How good the freedom is being single. Don't get me wrong. I love a relationship. I'm not disputing that. But the freedom I have of no one asking me where I am, what I'm doing, when I'm going to be home, what we're doing this weekend, when are we going here, when are we going
You're
there.
only responsible for you, bro.
Yeah, I'm responsible for me, and I fucking love the freedom of being single.
And be selfish. You're allowed to be.
Yeah,
There's nothing wrong with
There's
that.
nothing wrong with being selfish with your time. Being single and being selfish with your time is one of the most. I can't even describe the thing. It's unbelievable, bro. I love it.
You grow a lot as well.
You
in that
grow
time, do you know
so
what I mean?
much, bruv. You grow, but relationships grow you as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Relationships
you
do
learn a
grow
lot.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is though? I think, like touching upon everything we're saying, people feel like they need to find a relationship and find someone to be with, and it's just like, well, you make the next person you meet good enough when they're not. So you settle down with a person that doesn't have all the things that you're looking for, but because you're so desperate for it, for example, some people jump from relationship to relationship. I find it mad.
That spins my head.
I find it mad. I have a few friends that have done it.
I can't fake my feelings.
No, I can't even how they can do it.
I can't even just chill with someone if I'm not feeling. I'm like, oh no, I just can't do it.
Someone tell me the science behind how. It is mainly women. From my experience, it's mainly women.
Mate,
I see
They can't be alone.
jump from relationship to relationship to relationship to relationship. I'm like, how are you finding these same feelings for these people?
It's not the feeling. It's the. I think it's a deeper feeling, like deeper thought within their heads, where they're thinking they're insecure by themselves. They need someone to latch onto to feel loved.
That means they've got some inner demons.
They need to work on themselves.
They need to work on themselves.
Work on yourself.
1,000%. And that's another thing we covered in this pod was working on yourself and trying to be the best version of you. And I feel like we'll continue to try and focus on that throughout all the pods.
Yeah.
As we go on, we're going to have some mad guests. We've got some mad guests already lined up we've been speaking to, just booking them in, and they've got busy schedules and stuff. And all these people we're going to get on are going to be interesting individuals in their own field, successful or semi-successful in their own field, people that have come from nothing to something. We're going to try and cover all angles and get their thoughts on how to become a better version of themselves and yourself, and hopefully spread that message throughout this pod.
Challenge.
Yeah, go on. Challenge, go on. You do the challenge.
Cool. Okay, cool. So look, obviously the whole thing of this pod is to advocate becoming the best version of yourself in every aspect of your life, okay? And so we are always ones for setting ourselves challenges. We challenge each other to different things, and because it pushes boundaries, and you then realise that you're capable of doing things that you didn't think you were actually able to do, right? So what we would actually love people to do, for everyone watching this every single week, we would love people to DM us personally, DM our Instagram page, our Twitter page, our TikTok page, drop comments underneath the YouTube video of challenges that they've set themselves that have then turned out for the better, right? They've set themselves a certain challenge to see if they could overcome it, and they've done it, and they've actually gone, do you know what, I'm now going to continue to do these types of things and push ourselves. Like we've ran half marathons, Joe's done fasts for 72 hours, and all for the added benefits. The boys trained and started businesses in shit times and a massive risk, and you've took that risk and took that challenge.
Paid off.
We want people to tell us challenges that they've done, that they've then come out the other end of and go, that was tough, but fuck me, I'm the better person for it. We are then going to pick a challenge.
If it's suitable, of course.
If it's suitable, we'll go through and we'll pick a challenge that we can do, set ourselves to it, try and do it that week, and then we'll tell you about it the following week and how it went, what we thought about it, whether we think we'd do it again, whether we thought it benefited us or not, and then hopefully that and then inspires anybody else out there that has potentially thought about doing that challenge to then actually go and do that challenge. So anyone that's got a challenge that you want to see us try and do, shout it out to us, and if we feel like we've got the balls to try and do it, then we'll tell you what we're going to do, and we'll hold ourselves accountable to it.
Yeah, and last thing, this obviously is the first video of the Graft Kings podcast. I just want to say thank you from all of us.
Absolutely.
We much appreciate if you made it this far. Thank you very much for watching the whole pod.
If we're not cancelled within the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, chatting absolute waffle. Two breaks as well in between with technical issues. But if you've liked the pod, we appreciate your support. We'd like a like. If you can subscribe, that'd be great as well. We're trying to hit 500 subscribers in the first month. We're setting ourselves targets and goals. 500 subscribers in the first month. If you like the pod, drop us a like, drop a comment below, and we'll see you in the next.
See you soon.
Thank you very much.
Peace.
Nice one, boys.